I'm Charlie Simons. Do not talk. It's called that because we talk about two things you're never supposed to talk about: religion and politics. I kept hearing from my folks. I don't know about you.
Right on.
Is that what you always heard?
What's
Too
that?
divisive. Don't talk about religion and politics.
Right. Well, I'm into melting down machines. Who's into that? Melting down voting machines, huh? Let's talk about that.
I've been in the media business and broadcasting, radio and television, and worked for big corporations. I've been in it all my life. And it's funny how sometimes, very rarely, I get a little starstruck. And when I found out you were going to be here, I'm like, that's Mike Lindell. I love your pillow. I was one of the first spokesmen for my pillow when I was with Salem Media Group. I still have it, still love it, and it goes with me everywhere if I'm going to be traveling. But anyway, and your sheets, fantastic.
Right. Oh yeah, aren't they the best?
Yeah, really good.
Our real president loves the sheets.
Very good. So of course, mypillow.com. This is Mike Lindell. He's the man. Your book, I have your book. So I wish I would have brought it. It'd be nice to have you sign it. But good job. Your journey is, for example, Frank's Speech, frankspeech.com. When you first came out with that, and thank God for that. That was fantastic because you got information out that everyone else was shutting down.
Right, absolutely. That was when we were, as soon as, when I built Frank's Speech, it was because of, remember, on January 7th and 8th, people don't talk about those two important dates very much. January 7th and 8th of 2021 is the day they tried to take our voice forever. 1.2 million Americans were deplatformed on every social media platform that had spoke out about Donald Trump and the election crimes. And the other ones were put into fear and they wouldn't talk at all. But it was, I think, of a little dot on a TV back in the day. We turned those black and white TVs on. That little tiny dot, that was our voice, but they didn't get it turned off, okay? Well, from that, I got my evidence on January 9th of 2021, and they attacked me every day relentlessly, probably since that day. And but it was the media. It was the media. Remember what they did. Another very significant date is February 4th of 2021. Now, why is that significant? That's the day Smartmatic sued Fox News. When that started lawfare in this country. Now, when that started lawfare, three big voices went silent. Yeah. Fox News, Newsmax, and Salem Media, by the way. Those three would never talk about elections or machines or anything to do with elections again. Right. So when those went silent, I was there. When those went silent, okay, and now we lost we a trusted voice. Now it's like watching weather channels that can't report hurricanes or tornadoes. So all the media that attacked me was the left media, the media on the left. They attacked me relentlessly. But did I welcome that? Yes, because that's the only way I could get my voice out. Mike, you lost 3 more retailers. How do you feel? Do you hear about China attacking and do you hear about these machines, these computers? So that at least I was able to get the word out. When they all went silent on me after I made the first movie, Absolute Proof, the media went completely silent. That scared me. You want to silence me or someone, just don't ever write about them. You follow me? Right. That's what they did. That's why I said I have to build a platform. That's Frank's Speech. Frank's Speech, when I built that, I bought my own servers. I put over $10 million into that to build that. And they attacked that like you wouldn't believe. But at least the streaming kept going, the voice. We have a channel every day.
I was there when you did that marathon.
Marathon.
I was watching. I was actually on the air at the time.
Yeah, right.
And I do my little thing on there, and then I start watching.
We have that marathon. By the way, Jimmy Kimmel watched 17 hours of that marathon. But then you know what? Really? Oh, yeah. Then he had me on his show, remember, that spring. And he attacked me. But once again, it was worth it because it got the word out. Anybody that's seen me, I've been on his show again. We're inside a claw machine. You ever see that? Check that out. Inside of a claw machine, everybody. Why did I do that? Because I don't care if I'm embarrassed by getting the word out. I don't care. And that's what we're up against is our voice. We have to keep expanding on our voice, and it's working.
One thing that really talks volumes about your character, the strength of your character, is the fact that you didn't name it after yourself. You named it frankspeech.com. No, I was like, why wasn't it the Lindell Network?
Well, there's Lindell TV on there, but the reason was we actually picked a name called Vocal, and they came after us right away and said somebody else had a name similar, so they attacked us on that. So the name Frank goes back to, I'm going to be frank with you.
Speak frankly.
I'm speaking frankly. So people don't, and that other name, that vocal VOCL would have been awesome, but they attacked, so I had to make a move. And it wasn't about, all it was is about getting a platform up that never stopped talking. Right.
Yeah. And it's been brilliant.
Right.
One thing happened during the whole COVID crap.
Right.
That infuriated me. We gave extra special celebrity status, and I don't know who we is, but I hate that they did it, to these big box corporations who were deemed essential.
Right.
And in the meantime, businesses like you, mom and pop businesses, local owners, American owned and operated businesses were being shut down, but not you, because you pretty much built the whole thing on the internet with your website. However, you were in retail stores now at this point.
Right. Yeah, we go
and
back.
They started coming after you there, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they back to the China virus. I didn't lose a retail stores till when the China virus came in. We converted over to making masks to donate before, but we realized they didn't work. Right. I came out with, I had a cure or a supplement that guys had approached me on that worked. I put $10 million into this stuff, and I was attacked relentlessly. The U.S. government would not let it come out there. We met with the FDA and stuff. It would have opened up the whole country. They actually, they said, you can't sell this. Because
I never even knew about this.
Oh yeah, this was called Ceratavir, and it was oleander, made from an oleander plant, which they're going, oleander is poison. Well, you don't graze on it. It was made, you eat too much nutmeg, you die. Well, anyway, what people don't realize is hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, what I had back then. In order for these vaccines to be deemed emergency use, nothing else could be available, so they had to attack anything out there that was available.
That's why they went after the ivermectin and everything else.
I put $10 million into this. We were ready to give them out to open this country up. They shut it down. I went over to Israel. I was bringing them into Israel, and we were going to open up Israel. Netanyahu made a dirty deal with Pfizer, if everybody remembers. So the ships got turned around. So now you got all this stuff moving around that I paid cash for. Now we went to the Philippines that got turned around. We were going to put them in the Christian churches up and down the Amazon River in Brazil, and that got turned around. This is how much power Big Pharma had. So to make a long story short, if you've all heard how the IRS has attacked me over the last couple years here, back then I deducted them, or I wanted to deduct all of it on my tax. I lost $10 million. Bottom line, lost it, gone. Because they came out dated, they're dated, they expired, and but I kept them all in a warehouse in Minnesota. So when I got audited by the IRS, they're going, you know what? You guys told me I couldn't sell it. Of course, it's a business expense. There they are. And lucky I had them all. They took pictures and stuff, but still arguing over. They've attacked me. The IRS attacked my pillow. The box, or not just the box stores. We've been now over the last 4 months, because I've been fighting for election platform. For our new plan, they've American Express canceled us, banks canceled us, merchant servers canceled. It was the biggest fight I've had for my pillow since January of 21.
Walmart, who you had done so much. You'd done so much.
All the box stores were the number one selling product in history at all of it.
Yeah.
Every box store in this country,
and they
number one selling buy through of all time.
Right. All because you're daring to still talk about what happened.
No, it's all. This is what you need to understand. Everyone needs to understand that. The media will want you to say, Mike Lindell's crazy. He's still trying to overturn the 2020 election. Not at all. I said when the 2020 election, by the time January of 21 came, I already had the evidence going, you know what? This isn't about the 2020 election. This is about, we've got to get rid of these electronic voting machines.
Right.
We've got to get rid of them.
Right
now, Donald Trump's going to win. He's coming back. He's a year out. Why did they attack me the last 4 months? They attacked me the last 4 months more than they ever have, because I have a plan to get rid of these machines, get the paper ballots hand counted, just like Argentina just did it, and they did it in 4 months. So we have this plan.
Amazing?
That's why they're attacking.
What's happening in Argentina is absolutely extraordinary.
Yeah, Argentina, you had one judge last summer. I have a team down there. One judge made a decision to get rid of those machines. Now, when she did that, The Argentina was able to switch to hand-counted paper ballots, and they did it in less time than the Netherlands had the record of 5 months. Argentina did it in 4 months. And there was 100%, it was real close to accuracy. They had a real election for the first time in decades, not a selection. It was amazing.
And look who got put in.
Yeah, and
not a socialist.
Right. That's right. That's right. There was, you got to understand, everybody, 52 countries. Brazil was the last one that lost their country to the computer. 52 in the world. 52. Australia gone. Venezuela gone. Every Peru gone. All these countries gone. Brazil gone. But now Argentina. Now we're back to 51 because they went to paper ballots, hand count. As we get rid of these, if we get rid of these here in the U.S., the rest of the world's going to follow suit. Remember, they're outlawed in places like Germany, France, UK, the Netherlands. These countries got rid of them a long time ago and outlawed them. We can't have our elections run by computers. They can't. I don't care what anyone says. They can't.
And every time they register our voters, I've had the one in the county I live on, and it guarantees it's not tapped into the internet. And I asked them this question. Asked them this question. Isn't there Bluetooth capability in every single one of those?
Yeah, well, they're all different. Some have Bluetooth capability, some have modem. It doesn't matter. We have devices now. They're called wireless monitoring devices. We developed. We just did them in the November 7th election here this year. And if you want to see, we these clerks that wanted them, we gave them to them, so they used them. And we every single machine every place we had them in, every one of them was on the internet. All over Virginia. You guys want to know, you think Virginia had a fair election? No, it was disgusting. Virginia completely stole every down tickets, everything. Kentucky, same thing. Kentucky was disgusting. You have a Democrat. I'm going to vote Republican down the ticket, but I'm going to vote for a Democrat governor. Come on, it doesn't happen.
You are a self-made man. You've battled personal demons.
Yeah,
You've
crack
come
cocaine,
back.
all kinds of stuff.
You gave your life to Christ Jesus.
Yeah.
You always are wearing a symbol of that. I love in your commercials you always have a cross.
Yeah.
You've inspired me to do this.
Right. That was before I was saved. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I got saved on February 18, 2017. I always wanted to be that person. I always wanted to be that person. And people would call me when I was the only call center, just myself answering calls, because I always wore my cross, even going all the way back to a long time, decades back. And they'd call up and you'd have Christians calling me up going, "You're wearing that cross to sell pillows, blah, blah, blah." And I'm going, you know what? I would send them, I'd get their email, I'd send them pictures of me in a crack house wearing my same cross necklace, right? Because I was always trying, God was always chasing me, and I always wanted to be that person, right?
I'm smoking crack for the Lord.
Yeah. So but then I would have atheists call me up and go, "You're wearing that cross," and I would sit there and tell them about God or tell them about Jesus, and I read the Bible when I was in jail. And I'd have them saved when they got up. By the time they got done talking to me for 3 hours, I go, "There, take that." And I'm not saved yet, right? So, and for me, it took a lot of miracles. If you read my book, it was one thing after another where things kept happening. I'm going, "God, show me more, show me more, show me more." And, finally you get up to 16 and 17 where things happen to me. All of a sudden, I'm running around the White House. I remember one picture with Donald Trump, and when he was president, there was this manufacturer summit, and there was 10 of us around a table. And the first time I was ever in the White House, it was surreal. I didn't think with my record I'd get within 100 feet of the White House. Here I am sitting in there. We go live to the nation. It's me and the president facing out, and just us two in the picture. And all my friends are going, "What is this ex-crack addict doing on TV?" Jesus with the president. Jesus is real, because this is impossible. It's got, And that was things like that happened. I'm going, let's have his hand in all this. And when we get to this amazing place we're going, if y'all help out, y'all have to check out LINDELLplan.com. We've got to get this plan to fruition. And we get to this beautiful place we're going, and we're going to look back and say everything had to happen just the way it did, even the negative. All the negatives helping more now than any time in history. You know that, right? Every bad thing that's going on is bringing more people. I told our real president is, you have two buckets going on. This bucket is the common sense bucket of Donald Trump. People are jumping in from both sides. And I said, "Sir, you give them no reason to leave this bucket for what you did physically here. But you get up to December of 2019, everybody's physical lives here had improved. Then I said, there's another bucket going on. That's the Jesus Christ bucket. This bucket right here, people are diving in. It's the biggest revival in history. As things are going bad out there, people are looking for hope. And this is right. It's great. People are saying God's given us grace for such a time as this.
Yeah.
This is the time we're in. It's the best time in history to be alive. Anybody out there that's feeling hopeless, quit watching Fox News. That's the first thing you can do. And go over to Frank's speech, watch Frank's speech, Lindell TV. But also, if you have someone that's turned to addiction, go to LINDELLRecoverynetwork.org. That's free. That's online. That's free. You're going to find Jesus, and that's going to be the bonus is you're getting off drugs and stuff. The big win is you're going to find the Lord.
You've been so attacked when the FBI took your phone away. I was furious. I was livid for you. That was so amazingly bad. Your life is on there, and I understand that. I get that. But I've thought men like you, people like you, men and women like you, who are so driven to make things right, to do something to have a positive impact and influence. Don't you get discouraged? Don't you get to a point where you're like, why am I doing this? Like President Trump, I think, oh my God, how does he continue doing it? But I realize now, it truly is Christ in you. It truly is the Holy Spirit.
And in our President Donald Trump, when I talk to him, we'll talk, courage is contagious, and we'll talk. And I always tell him, I say, God's got his hand in this. We just have to be patient. And he goes, Mike, this country will be too bad, wrecked by, by the time he got in. And I said, well, it'll be too far gone. I said, sir, with God working through you, you're the one guy that can fix it with God, but no, I don't get discouraged. I think like when I talk to our real president, Donald Trump, him and I encourage each other. We will sit there. We will sit there, and it's just to encourage each other just by the other person's courage. And
iron sharpens iron.
And courage is contagious. And here's the thing. For me, I look back, would I change anything? I wouldn't change one thing. What I might have done early on is got ES&S involved instead of just Dominion, and I would have got Hart, all the machine companies, because ES&S seems to slide under the radar. But good old boys in Omaha, Nebraska, their name should be in the spotlight. A lot of people get a false narrative. Oh, we'll just switch over to their machines. They're all the same. They're all at back doors. But as far as regrets of where I'm going, I would think that anybody that knew what I know now or seen what I've seen would do the same thing, because we don't have any. It's easy to be courageous when we don't have anything. When the end result, if we don't win, we have nothing. But there's also another part, with the physical part. The way I looked at it way back when I felt like the only one raising my hand. Look at, if we don't win, and let's say that I'm wrong or Donald Trump doesn't come back in, or that we don't get rid of the machines. Well, you know what? It's the end times then. We all go to heaven, all as believers. It's the biggest win ever. Praise the Lord. It's a win-win.
You're so awesome. I really appreciate you more than you know, and I know there are millions who do as well. So please keep fighting the good fight. Mike Lindell, mypillow.com. Say the other websites, by the way, again, especially the recovery one.
And
the Lindell Plan.
The LINDELLPlan.com. Please go there and help out and get educated on
LINDELL.
Yeah, LINDELL, LINDELLPlan.com. Then you got mypillow.com. Use promo code Lindell, free shipping on all your orders and everything.
Or my promo code Lee.
Is it Lee? You get your promo code? Use promo code Lee. Promo code Lee. Erase that.
That's old school, though. That's going back. I'm not.
Okay. All right.
I got to get with you again.
You got to get with me again. And then you can also go to mystore.com. That's all my USA entrepreneurs, all their products. You guys check that out, my store. And then the biggest one, too, is the LINDELLRecoverynetwork.org. If you have anybody that you've maybe given up on, always so encourageable, you know what? Tell them that, Mike Lindell has this website. Everyone knows that all the addicts out there know me. They know me. And tell them, say he was an ex-crack addict. Go there. It's free. You can't beat free, right? And people will listen. Addicts will listen because they want to hear someone that's been there, that's made it through. So,
Lindell, I'm Charlie Simons. May God bless you. May God bless America. But most importantly, may America bless God. Oh, man. What a great honor to get you on. I am